Hi and welcome back to Law of Attraction Changed My Life. So the first story I'm going to tell you about how the Law of Attraction changed my life is to do with getting your dream home. So when I was 22, 23, I really wanted to buy a flat in London. This was pretty much impossible at the time. I could barely afford to even rent a room in London. I was looking at apartments and the only things I could afford were very small, like bedsit type apartments that were in sort of zone 3 or 4. I went to see one that my mum actually tried to persuade me to buy that had no room for a wardrobe. It was one room and your kitchen, your living room and your bedroom was all in one room. There was no room for a wardrobe, there was no room for a fridge or a washing machine, and if you wanted to sit on the toilet you had to sit sideways so you could close the door. That's how little room there was. That was the best thing going. So anyway, I had started to learn about the law of attraction around this kind of time, and I just thought, I'm just going to let it go. I know that I am going to own somewhere in London and it is going to be amazing. And you know, looking at Rightmove every single day, I would just be so depressed. I'd be like, really, this is all I can afford? Are you serious? The other limiting factor I had is that I really wasn't down for buying a leasehold flat. The idea of pouring your life's money and everything you have into buying a lease, I just weren't down for that. And everyone told me, look, that's how things are done. You're never gonna be able to buy like a freehold. Like it doesn't work that way. You're gonna have to buy a lease. Get over it. So anyway, one day I find this amazing flat in Islington, which is now like one of the most expensive boroughs in London. Like, it's crazy. I went to view it and it hadn't been decorated or cleaned, I think, in about 30 years. It smelled so bad, it was so old-fashioned, and I instantly fell in love. It was huge compared to everything I had viewed. I had viewed 2 flats because that's all I could afford on the market. On the London property market, out of the thousands of flats, I could afford 2. One was the one I just told you about, which was one room. That was in Swiss Cottage. One room, you couldn't sit on the toilet without shutting the door. It was a nightmare. I couldn't have a wardrobe, I couldn't have a fridge. I mean, come on. People live like that? The second flat was in Brixton, and it was next door to a drug rehabilitation centre. Very dangerous. It had had several stabbings and shootings in that immediate vicinity. The statistics were crazy, and the floors were like this, so literally if you put a ball on the floor it would just roll on down. That was just one room as well, actually. So when I found this flat I was just like, oh my god. It was on £125,000. This is insane. My flat is about 600-700 square feet and it's in Islington, zone 2, 1 minute walk from the tube station. I come in, it's got a huge hallway, it's got a big double bedroom, it's got a separate kitchen, it's everything you could want and more. Then I find out it's freehold. Yeah! I couldn't believe my luck. I literally fell in love with it straight away. I said to the guy, look, I can go 10 grand over the asking price. My mum nearly had a heart attack. She was like, don't tell him you got more than the asking price. I was like, Mum, I'm telling you, you're going to thank me for this later. So I ended up paying £135,000 for it, and the sale went through and I was in love with it. It was my little bachelorette flat. So anyway, 6 months later I had it valued, and it was valued at £350,000. It was insane. I could never have afforded that amount of money. I don't know how I managed to get it for £135,000. I mean, the amount of people that I've told this story, and they're like, how did you afford to buy this at the age of 23? Like, this is insane. And I tell them the story and I'm like, it was 135 grand. It should never have been sold at that price. I should never have got it. There always should have been like a cash buyer, builder type man that was going to redevelop it, you know? Like, it was insane how I managed to get it. It has been the best decision I've ever made. When we don't live here, I can rent it out and I make money on the rental, which means that when I have a baby, because I'm self-employed, I don't have to worry about working and going back to work when the baby's a year old. Like, I can just live off the money of the rental that it brings in. it's pretty incredible, and I'm so lucky, and I'm so thankful. No, I'm not lucky, because this is law of attraction, right? One of the things that really frustrates me is when people say, oh, you were really lucky with that, you're so lucky, and it's like, I'm not lucky, this is law of attraction, what I'm trying to tell you. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. There's always things on TV and in newspapers about how regular people are being priced out of the London housing market, and people like doctors and lawyers, they're not able to afford to buy in London. And I just don't get it, because I was just a normal girl working as an office assistant. Like, come on. Even some of my husband's friends and some of my friends who've got way better jobs than me and earn more money probably, struggle to buy in London. And I guess this is the thing about law of attraction, is a lot of things that people moan about and people complain about, like their commute or their no money or all these kinds of things. I just don't get it. It just doesn't affect me. It's crazy. It just does not affect me. Thank you, law of attraction. Thank you, universe. And yes, so that is the story of how the law of attraction changed my life. Part 1. I managed to get my dream home in London at the age of 23, and it was freehold, and it's everything I could wish for and more. And so yeah, even if everything is telling you that a dream isn't possible, don't settle for the one room where you can't have a wardrobe or a bed. Keep going and really believe that what you want is going to come, because you don't know how it's going to come about, and you don't need to worry about how. All you need to know is that it will show up. If you truly believe that it will come into your life, it will. It really will. And yes, that's my first story. Do subscribe if you like this channel. I've got lots more coming, and I hope this has inspired you to hold out for what you really want and what you really deserve, because if you do believe that you're going to get it, it will come to you. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe, and I'll see you soon.